Hey Lady Maga USA! Hello Ryan, so nice to see you. Let me put on my lip gloss. Oh my gosh, me too. I debuted you 5 years ago, Lady Maga USA. Has it seriously been 5 years? Yes, so I thought to celebrate we should interview each other. Okay, I'll start. Why did you create me? Well, as a dignified gay man, I could no longer be part of the LGBTQ radical movement that was seeking to drug and mutilate children in the name of transgender affirming care or whatever. I couldn't stand seeing drag queens twerking in thongs in front of children, and I could no longer be a closeted Trump supporter. I already came out of the closet as gay, and I was even more closeted as a conservative. So I wanted to create a new drag persona. You! Describe yourself. Well, unlike mainstream drag queens today, I'm uplifting, elegant, classy, magical, clean, and I'm never vulgar or inappropriate, especially in public. I'm the alternative to drag queens like the ones at the Olympics who mocked the Last Supper of Christ. I'm here for people who love the artistry of drag, but they just can't handle the disgusting drag things that are happening in this world. Ryan, was it harder for you to come out as gay or as a Trump supporter? It was 1,000 times harder to come out as a Trump supporter than it was to come out as gay. Ryan, what price have you paid for creating me? The price has actually been extremely heavy. I had a very lucrative and successful 8-year career in the airline industry. And even though I never ever identified myself as an employee of that airline or connected Lady Maga USA to my work, I was fired over my politics because the woke mob came for me and they successfully got me fired. They labeled me as a right-wing extremist and they destroyed my life at that point. So that's been the hardest thing about creating you. Okay, but shouldn't a woke corporation love a drag queen? Yes, but they celebrate diversity except diversity of thought. We really have paid a price, haven't we? I mean, I've been punched in the stomach by Antifa in San Francisco, assaulted and pushed to the ground at the Utah State Capitol. I've been surrounded by leftist mobs and had to get escorted to my car by the police. I get slandered online, I get threats, it's crazy. And when I first came out, the LGBTQ people and the drag queen community of Utah, they came for me hard. What did they do? So I organized my first event ever. It was a forum presentation. I was gonna speak. I even had people from the left who were gonna speak. But the drag queens of Utah and the LGBTQ mob, they organized a protest online with over 300 people on Facebook ready to show up at the Desert Star Theater in Utah and protest my event. Some of them even threatened to throw bricks at my head. And unfortunately, the Desert Star Theater was cowardly and they canceled my event. And then we found another venue and the mob came for that venue and my event and they canceled as well. It was insane. But weren't you like a successful drag queen in Utah? Did you know these people? Oh yeah, I was a very successful drag queen performer in Utah. I was in the big shows. I was a professional Britney Spears impersonator. You know, when the RuPaul queens would come to town, I'd perform in those shows. And I had this whole community and I thought that I knew them. I thought they were like my best friends. I hosted birthday parties. I gave some queens their first wigs. Like I really, really loved these people and I thought that I knew them. But in the end, I'm glad to know who they truly are. They showed their true colors. And you know, I never sought revenge, but they say the best revenge is success. And no tea, no shade, but I'm the most famous drag queen ever in the history of Utah. And even though they canceled those events, I have hosted events across this country. But enough about me, let's go back to you. So you lost your 8-year career in the airline industry. How did you cope with that? Unfortunately, after losing my 8-year career, I gradually succumbed to severe alcoholism. In my final stages, I almost died. But I am 1 year and 7 months sober and never looking back. And even through all of that misery, I never gave up on you. And Ryan, I thank you for that. Congratulations on your sobriety, but you got really fat when you were a drunk and I'm still really embarrassed by all those videos and pictures from that time. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, but I'm 55 pounds lighter, so Lady Maga looks good again. So Ryan, what have been our greatest achievements? Hands down, working with Senator Michael Kennedy and Chloe Cole to get Senate Bill 16 passed in Utah, which made it illegal to drug and mutilate minors in the name of gender-affirming care. That definitely is the greatest accomplishment. I've attended countless rallies and events. I stood up against COVID lockdowns, medical tyranny. I stood up for President Trump, of course. I've supported pro-life causes, just fighting for America. And I have filmed endless hours of content to save America and support freedom. I also recorded 61 podcast episodes. Podcast, cool. Anything new happening on that front? Yes, I'm relaunching the podcast show very soon. It's going to be epic. So, Lady Maga USA, what has been the best part of our efforts for you? The best thing about the past 5 years has been interacting with thousands of beautiful patriots in person. People across America have been so kind and so loving. Hugs, selfies, conversations, and MAGA magic, that has been really special and it's something I cherish. People are often a little shy when they see me in person because in full drag I'm over 7 feet tall and I'm just like really over the top. But whenever they come up, I always put them at ease and give them a hug and get to know them. And it's truly been one of the greatest privileges of my entire life. So Lady Maga USA is obviously connected to Donald Trump, but he's only human and he won't be around forever. Will I always be around? Are you gonna give up on me? Nope, honestly, the MAGA movement has awakened a force that's never gonna go away. President Donald Trump inspired us to have courage and to take a stand, and we'll never back down. MAGA is about loving this country. Donald Trump's legacy will always be a part of our lives. The battle will be ongoing, so that MAGA spirit will be needed for the rest of our lives. And you are a beloved queen, so there's always going to be room for you, honey. Well, one of our dreams, obviously, Ryan, is to finish your album. We've already recorded 4 fabulous pop songs, and we have a lot more to go, so we're going to do that. And it's truly been a pleasure talking to you, Ryan. You're a very brave man. These 5 years have been traumatizing, heartbreaking, fantastic, adventurous, crazy, and epic. But it was worth every minute. I want to recognize that it's all because of all of you who are watching this right now and who have shared this journey with us.